Welcome to English via AI. Imagine a man with wild white hair. He walks slowly. He looks simple. He wears old clothes. But inside his mind, the universe is moving. He thinks about light. He thinks about time. He thinks about space. He asks questions that most people never ask. What is time? What is gravity? What happens if you travel beside a beam of light? His ideas will change science forever. This is the story of Albert Einstein. Albert Einstein was born on March 14, 1879, in Ulm, Germany. He was born into a Jewish family. Soon after his birth, his family moved to Munich. As a child, Albert was quiet and thoughtful. He did not speak very early, and this worried his family. But he was not slow in his mind. He was deeply curious. One childhood moment stayed with him. His father showed him a compass. The needle moved, even though nothing touched it. Young Albert was amazed. He wanted to know what invisible force made it move. This small object opened a big question in his mind. The world had hidden rules. Albert wanted to understand them. Einstein went to school in Germany. He was intelligent, but he did not always enjoy school. He disliked strict teaching. He did not like simply memorizing facts. He wanted to understand ideas deeply. He asked questions. Sometimes, teachers did not like this. But Albert kept thinking in his own way. He loved mathematics and physics. These subjects gave him freedom. Numbers and ideas could explain the world. His family later moved to Italy. Albert continued his education in Switzerland. In 1896, he entered the Swiss Federal Polytechnic in Zurich. There, he studied physics and mathematics. He was not a perfect student in every subject, but his mind was powerful. He was already thinking differently from others. After finishing his studies, Einstein had difficulty finding a university teaching job. This was a hard time for him. He needed work. In 1902, he got a job at the Swiss Patent Office in Bern. A patent office reviews new inventions. At first, this job may not sound exciting. But for Einstein, it gave him something valuable. It gave him time to think. He read about inventions. He studied ideas. He worked quietly during the day. Then he thought deeply about physics. He was not yet famous. He was not a professor. He was a clerk with big questions. But in his mind, a revolution was beginning. In 1905, Albert Einstein published several important scientific papers. This year became known as his miracle year. He was only 26 years old. He was still working at the patent office. But his ideas changed physics. One paper explained the photoelectric effect. This helped show that light can act like small packets of energy. Another paper helped prove that atoms are real. Another paper introduced special relativity. This changed how scientists understood time and space. He also wrote the famous equation E equals mc squared. This equation showed a deep connection between energy and mass. In 1 year, Einstein changed the direction of modern science. The quiet clerk had shocked the world of physics. Einstein's theory of special relativity was revolutionary. It said that time and space are not fixed in the simple way people once thought. They can depend on motion. This was difficult for many people to understand, but the idea was powerful. Einstein imagined strange questions. What if a person traveled close to the speed of light? What would happen to time? What would happen to distance? These questions led him to new answers. He showed that the universe was stranger than everyday life suggests. Later, he developed general relativity. This theory explained gravity in a new way. Gravity was not just a force pulling things down. It was connected to the shape of space and time. Einstein had opened a new picture of the universe. In 1919, Einstein became famous around the world. A solar eclipse helped test his theory of general relativity. Scientists observed light from stars bending near the sun. This matched Einstein's prediction. Newspapers around the world told the story. Suddenly, Einstein was not only known by scientists, he became a global celebrity. People wanted to hear him speak. People wanted to understand his ideas. His face became famous. His hair became famous. His name became a symbol of genius. In 1921, he received the Nobel Prize in Physics. The prize was awarded for his work on the photoelectric effect. This is important. He did not receive the Nobel Prize for relativity. He received it for work that helped build quantum physics. Einstein was now one of the most respected scientists in the world. Einstein lived in a time of great danger. Europe was changing. Politics became darker. Because Einstein was Jewish, life in Germany became more dangerous after the rise of the Nazis. In 1933, he left Germany and settled in the United States. He joined the Institute for Advanced Study in Princeton, New Jersey. There, he continued his work. Einstein was not only a scientist. He also thought deeply about peace, freedom, and human rights. He spoke against racism. He supported civil rights. He warned about war. But history placed him near one of the most difficult questions of the 20th century. Could science create a weapon powerful enough to destroy cities? In 1939, Einstein signed a letter to President Franklin D. Roosevelt. The letter warned that Nazi Germany might try to build an atomic bomb. The letter helped push the United States to study nuclear weapons. Einstein did not work on the Manhattan Project. He did not build the atomic bomb, but his name became connected to the atomic age. This connection troubled him. He was a man who cared about peace, yet science had helped create terrible power. After the war, Einstein spoke about the danger of nuclear weapons. He called for international control. He wanted humanity to use science wisely. This part of his life shows a serious truth. Knowledge is powerful, but power needs responsibility. Albert Einstein was a genius, but he was also a human being. He loved music, especially the violin. Music helped him think. It gave him peace. He enjoyed simple things. He could be playful. He could be funny. But his personal life was not always easy. He married Mileva Marish in 1903. They had children together. Later, their marriage ended. In 1919, Einstein married Elsa Lowenthal. Like many great people, his life had joy and difficulty. He was not perfect. He had personal struggles, but his curiosity never left him. Even as an older man, he kept asking questions. He kept searching for deeper truth. Einstein spent the later part of his life in Princeton. He continued to work on science. He wanted to find a deeper theory that could connect the forces of nature. He did not fully complete this dream, but he never stopped trying. He also continued to speak about peace and human rights. He believed that science should serve humanity. Albert Einstein died on April 18, 1955, in Princeton, New Jersey. He was 76 years old. By then, he was already a legend. His papers, ideas, and image had changed the world. But his mind still felt alive in the questions he left behind. Einstein had shown that one person's curiosity can change human history. Albert Einstein's legacy is enormous. He changed physics. He changed how we understand time, space, energy, and gravity. His ideas helped shape modern technology and modern science. But his legacy is not only in equations. It is also in imagination. He showed that asking strange questions can lead to great discoveries. He showed that intelligence is not only memorizing. It is also wondering. It is also thinking differently. His name became a symbol of genius. But his story is also a story of courage. He left his country when hatred rose. He spoke for peace. He warned about dangerous power. Einstein's life reminds us that a great mind should also have a moral heart. So what can we learn from the life of Albert Einstein? His story carries powerful lessons. The first lesson is about curiosity. Einstein never stopped asking questions. The second lesson is about imagination. He imagined things other people did not. The third lesson is about patience. His ideas were difficult, but he kept working. The fourth lesson is about responsibility. He knew that science could help humanity, but it could also harm it. The fifth lesson is about thinking differently. He did not simply accept old answers. He searched for deeper truth. Albert Einstein's life reminds us of something simple but powerful. A question can change your life, and sometimes one curious mind can change the universe. Vocabulary, meanings and examples from the story. Curious, wanting to know or learn more. Example, he was deeply curious. Compass, a tool that shows direction. Example, his father showed him a compass. Invisible, something you cannot see. Example, he wanted to know what invisible force made it move. Memorize, to learn something so you can remember it exactly. Example, he did not like simply memorizing facts. Patent, a legal right for a new invention. Example, a patent office reviews new inventions. Revolution, a big change in ideas or systems. Example, in his mind, a revolution was beginning. Theory, an idea that explains something. Example, Einstein's theory of special relativity was revolutionary. Prediction, a statement about what will happen. Example, this matched Einstein's prediction. Responsibility, a duty to make careful choices. Example, power needs responsibility. Genius, a person with extraordinary intelligence. Example, his name became a symbol of genius. Legacy, what a person leaves behind and is remembered for. Example, Albert Einstein's legacy is enormous. Imagination, The ability to create ideas in your mind. Example: his legacy is not only in equations, it is also in imagination. Grammar tip: past simple questions. We use past simple questions to ask about finished events in the past. We often use did plus the base verb. Example 1. Did Einstein enjoy strict school rules? Example 2. Did he work at the patent office? We do not use the past form after did. Say, did he work? Do not say, did he worked? A simple way to remember. After did, use the base verb. Albert Einstein began as a quiet, curious child in Germany. Through imagination, patience, and deep thinking, he changed how humans understand the universe. He asked questions about light, time, space, and gravity. Those questions changed science forever. But Einstein's story is not only about genius. It is also about responsibility, peace, and the courage to think differently. So here is a question for you to think about. What question could change the way you see the world? If you enjoyed this story, please like this video, share it with a friend who needs to hear it, and comment below with one lesson you will carry with you. Subscribe to English via AI for more real stories that help you learn English, one journey at a time. Keep learning, keep building.